Hi there, happy Monday evening to you. Welcome to your June 6th edition of your evening newscast. With your news at this time, my name is Joshua Van Slykeman. I take this opportunity to say thank you for joining us on the radio with a difference. We get into the news in details. To truly understand the premium quality of Guyana's oil, one only has to hear the recent assertions of Hess Corporation's CEO John Hess, who participated at the 38th Annual Strategic Decision Conference. The Hess boss explained that about 3 years ago, investors were not in agreement with their approach to constantly investing with no meaningful or significant dividend being returned. They set out rightly to have their money returned and they will leave. But to keep them from walking out the door, Hess explained to them the crown jewel which they hold in their portfolio and how that asset is tied to one of the best oil contracts the world has ever laid eyes on. With such outstanding financial prospects, he told shareholders, Hess is no doubt destined to grow dividends. He said, too, that Guyana is an industry-leading durability story given its over 25 discoveries in the block and the fact that the partners intend to drill 18,000 feet deeper to unlock more oil that has been trapped for ages with Guyana in its portfolio. Hess said production is poised to grow by 10% a year. Meanwhile, food shortage at D.C. Caesar Fox Secondary School, Warmendog in Region 7, has resulted in poor quality of food being served to students in the dormitory. As such, a teacher at the interior school has taken to Facebook to highlight this plight, in the hopes that the Ministry of Education would intervene. Education Minister Priya Manik-Chan later said an investigation will be conducted into the allegations. Meanwhile, teacher John Adams, who is currently holding the position of Senior Assistant Master, stated that in his post that the students in the dorm are being fed shine rice and that they are only given the privilege of eating meat 1 week per month. The recently renewed Liza 1 permit seeks to put in place protection for citizens of Guyana and its environment as oil operators occur offshore. Crude has been pumping from Liza 1 field since 2019, but its operation has come under much criticism given the country's environmental vulnerability due to the limited insurance coverage. Again, the document is being criticized for not offering the type of protection that is needed in case of a serious oil spill in the Stabroek Block. The EP announced days ago that it accepted financial assurance from instead of full coverage insurance. Former EPA CEO Dr. Vincent Adams said that ExxonMobil will be capping its liabilities at the $2 billion guarantee which was proposed by the company to cover any oil spill. He said that while as EPA boss, the language that he ensured was placed in the Liza 2 permit and which was copied in all other stipulated unlimited liability coverage comprising of insurance plus parent company guarantee to cover everything above the insurance and or what EEPGL cannot cover, this new permit seems to provide room to cap the operator's liability. And finally, at this time, Trinidad and Tobago has progressed on amending its fiscal policy for the oil and gas sector to ensure the country remains competitive and enjoys the benefits of its natural resources. The Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, Stuart Young, provided an update on the policy being pursued. According to the minister, in the 2022 national budget, the Minister of Finance announced that the Ministry of Finance, in consultation with the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, will be undertaking a review of the fiscal regime for the upstream petroleum sector to ensure this country's competitiveness with emphasis on the three main petroleum taxes, namely petroleum profits tax, supplemental profit tax, and royalty, both offshore and onshore, in the deep water and shallow water for large and small producers. And with that, we've come to the end of your evening newscast for today. For these stories and much more, pick up a daily copy of the Kaieteur News on Monday to Saturday for just 100 Guyana dollars and your Sunday paper for just 150 Guyana dollars at a newsstand near you, or head across to our website at kaieteurnewsonline.com. My name is Joshua Van Slykeman. Thank you for joining us. Have a great remainder of your Monday evening. Coming up at 19 hours 20, the Monday edition of the Glenn Hall Show.